Everyone wants passive income, but most ideas that promise passive income are complete BS. But staking quality crypto assets is one of the few good ways to get passive income with relatively little effort. And that's what this video is all about. Specifically, we're talking about staking Solana, one of the top crypto assets out there. We'll be talking about the best platforms where you can safely stake your SOL for the highest yields. At number 5 is Jupiter. Jupiter is one of the most widely used decentralized trading platforms in all of crypto and probably the most used service on Solana. So why stake with Jupiter? Number 1, industry lead-in yields. Last time I checked, it was between 8.3 and 8.4%, combination of zero fees, MEV kickbacks, and an extra boost. Secondly, the team has just a track record of shipping quality product releases, unlike any other team I've really seen. Third, they have a mobile app. They have a dedicated app, which is rare for many crypto projects. And this is just the beginning. I think they're going to continue to improve their app and find ways to integrate community, integrate their liquid staking token, and find ways to reward users.
jupSOL earned 64,000 Solana tokens last week, which is pretty ridiculous because the jupSOL, the SOL that is earned, gets redistributed right back to the community. The APY right now on jupSOL, if I'm not mistaken, is about 9.7% relative to the 8.2% that you get on Marinade SOL or JitoSOL or whatever else.
At number 4 is Marinade Finance. Marinade is a service solely focused on Solana staking. Marinade has been around since August of 2021, and they were initially funded by a grant from the Solana hackathon. Instead of staking just with one validator, Marinade spreads it across the top 100 plus validators with the best performance and best yields. When you stake with Marinade, not only are you getting really good yields, but you're also helping to decentralize Solana because you're spreading your stake across 100 plus validators. There are 2 types of staking with Marinade. There's the classic or native staking where your funds are locked up and you get rewards. And then there's liquid staking where you get to keep your tokens while gaining rewards. I believe the yields are slightly lower with liquid staking. Honestly, Marinade is an excellent option for stakers. Their yields are high, their service is pretty well laid out, they have a strong track record, and they do a lot to ensure that your funds are safe. I personally still use Marinade for a portion of my SOL. About a year or 2 ago, I think Marinade would have been the top option. However, recently, some other companies have come up with some really competitive offerings, as we'll see later on in this video. At number 3, we have Jito. Jito really focuses on efficient MEV extraction to give stakers higher rewards. Besides the MEV rewards, some other reasons to stake with Jito are there are numerous integrations. The Jito liquid staking token, JitoSOL, has been around for a while. And many of the DeFi platforms like Marinade Finance, MarginFi, and Drift, and some of the other ones, they have integrations that some of the other tokens lack. And another reason to stake with Jito is because they have a stellar reputation. They've been around forever. The team is known to be very quality, very technical, and has been foundational to the health of the Solana ecosystem overall. So you can't really go wrong with Jito. The rates are good, and it's another great option to have. At number 2 is Helius. Helius develops tools and infrastructure for application developers on Solana. Helius has quickly risen to become one of the top validators, if not the top validator, overtaking juggernauts like Coinbase and Galaxy Digital. They kind of came out of nowhere over the past year and a half. And this is partially because they charge 0 fees and have earned the trust of many users in the Solana ecosystem. Another reason is partially because of their hilarious and outspoken CEO and co-founder, who goes by Mert on Twitter. So during the bear market, Solana crashed from $250 all the way down to $8. So many of the Solana haters came out of the woodwork. They had many negative things to say about Solana and even declared death on the network. So Mert, who was a former engineer at Coinbase, was deeply familiar with the technical aspects of Solana and Ethereum. So he would take on these haters directly on Twitter with a vengeance, and it was just hilarious to watch. Some people are just really good at Twitter, and Mert is one of these people. So over time, Mert grew in popularity, and he became a spokesman for the Helius token. So this is partially what has driven attention to the project. What's even better is that their staking product is extremely competitive, and the company seems to be on an upwards trajectory. They recently raised a pretty big round. So Helius is another great option. The rates are really good. They haven't been around for too long, but it is very competitive, and it's a great option to go with as well. But the absolute best place to stake your SOL is with Sanctum. There are very few projects in crypto that are delightful to use, and Sanctum is one of these very few. Sanctum has positioned itself to be the central hub for staking on Solana. In Sanctum, you can swap, trade, buy liquid staking tokens of all kinds in one platform. In like 2 clicks, you can swap your SOL for any of the top LSTs, including many on this list. Staking can be initially intimidating to newcomers, but Sanctum really simplifies this process and makes the process of staking just a breeze and even fun. They offer their own liquid staking token, which is known as Infinity, which has some of the best yields at every given time in the industry. But my favorite part of using Sanctum is this portion of their platform called Wonderland. So instead of staking the same old boring way, what the team at Sanctum did was they created a made-up universe full of characters to represent the different LSTs that you can level up, and challenges that you can complete, points that you could accumulate. It's quite clever and very nice. The branding is beautiful, the experience is extremely engaging and fun, and it's also deeply collaborative. It encourages you to use other tokens in the Solana ecosystem. It also encourages you to work with other users of the platform. Some of the challenges are just way too hard to figure out, so you have to go on Twitter, go on Reddit, see what other people are saying, and participate in the dialogue. When it comes to staking platforms, there is no better one than Sanctum. And what I like most, maybe not most, but one thing I really like about Sanctum is you can compare different LSTs, compare the APRs, and get a short description on what that project is about. You can't really do that on other platforms, like let's say Jito or Helius or Jupiter. They're only focused on their token. You can't really see other tokens and see what their interest rates are. So that's another great reason to use Sanctum. Overall, the team at Sanctum really goes above and beyond. You can tell that there's a really passionate team behind the scenes, solely focused on staking, that has built just the best platform for staking in Solana. So there it is. Those are the top 5 platforms for staking in Solana for the highest rates and the best user experience. But I'll be remiss if I didn't mention some honorable mentions. Phantom wallets and Solflare actually offer great staking services. For those who want an easy experience without having to use a specific dApp, you can directly stake in your wallet. Keep in mind the rates are a bit lower, but it's much easier to get into. For those who prioritize safety, Ledger Live offers the ability to stake your SOL while keeping it secure on a hardware wallet. It's a bit more complicated to get into, but it's a great option for those thinking long term and want to keep their SOL safe. And of course, there's good old Coinbase and other exchanges like Binance and Kraken. For those who still keep their crypto on an exchange, which you shouldn't do, but for those who do that, those services offer the ability to directly stake on the exchange. And for newbies who don't have that much crypto, why not? Why not do that? So keep in mind again, the rates are lower because there's a service fee that these platforms are going to charge you, and there will be a period of unlocking and locking up. So those are the disadvantages, but the advantage is you don't have to worry about a seed phrase, you don't have to worry about a separate wallet, you don't have to worry about losing your funds through user error. In addition to staking your SOL, if you're looking for other ways to get passive income on Solana through DeFi, be sure to check out my MarginFi review. I think you'll like it. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Peace.